Had a lot of worry in my life, most of which never happened. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, trying to expand the show a little bit. Let me see if I can walk over there and do one of those screen share thingies so we can be looking at this market cap together. All right, let me see. What do we got going on here? Well, it looks like we're coming in at $269 billion. I mean, I'm not stressing it. We're still holding over the 250 mark. Looks like Bitcoin's not really dropping much, making some sideways movement. I mean, we're still up from that $6,000 low, right? I mean, look at that BTC dominance. Still not too bad, coming in at 48.4%. I mean, as far as I see, there's still some gains there on that. I mean, so maybe the altcoin market was a little inflated. It had some people a little too exuberant about what was going on. It's a good possibility. What do we got? We got Ethereum coming in at $416. That's down 1.94%. You know what I say, standard 5% day trading, but the fact that we're down on 2 days and it looks like we might be sliding down some more today, I don't know if the bottom is in yet or if we're going to be sliding back down to some all new lows, or hey, if this is just some dip and we'll be turning up tomorrow. You got to shake a magic 8-ball for that, or go find somebody else a little smarter that's doing some technical analysis, or maybe they're just blowing some smoke at you. I don't know. All right, we got XRP or XRapid, whatever you want to call it, coming in at 43.5 cents. That's down almost 3% right there. You can see that, 2.99. Not the greatest. All right, we got Bitcoin Cash coming in at 752. That's down 1.56%. I mean, I just hope this market don't continue to keep sliding down. Man, look at that EOS. $7.05, down another 3.45%. Definitely not the most happiest about that. I mean, we've been seeing that Poloniex is talking about adding EOS trading pairs, but I don't really have much of a show lined up today. I thought I'd just get out here and have a real frank discussion about Bitcoin. Maybe take the time to talk about, let's look at the bad. Let's look at the stuff that people are saying negative about Bitcoin and just address it. Because you know me, I'm always saying the way around FUD, the way around problems, the way around getting around stuff is you give it a good hard look, you educate yourself on it, and then it's probably not as bad as what you're thinking it really is. All right, let me see. We got Stellars coming in at 26.9 cents. That's down 2.2%. We got Litecoin coming in at 76.8%. That's down 1.5%. What else we got here? We got Cardano, 13.5 cents. That's down 4.6. Ouch! That has to be hurting people holding that one. All right, let's scan down here to Steam and see what we're looking at on my Steam. $1.23, down 3%. I mean, could be worse, but you know me, I love to see that stuff nice and high because I use it to dollar cost average. And let's check out the Steam back dollar as our metrics for these altcoins. $1.07. Hey, that's telling me the bottom's in. That's $1 in tax. That's down 3.7%. I mean, hopefully we'll turn this around. If not today, tomorrow. I mean, I like to use this as a metrics to let me know what's going on with the altcoins. Definitely, I guess, not going to let my EOS go because I guess this indicator is telling me that hopefully we're there. But at the same time, a lot of this stuff is based on speculation and human nature, which technical analysis and all that doesn't do anything for. All right, let's stop this screen share and see what we got going on. All right. Well, you know what we're really fortunate to have here today? We have the lovely Samantha over here hanging out in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, I don't know how well that all worked out on your end. I wasn't able to check it out. Let me know what you thought about me trying to put the intro in there in the screen share. I've been trying to make things a little better. I've been getting lots of suggestions in my email box. So I kind of figured that one real quick this morning to throw it out there, see what happens with it. So what do we got going on, Samantha? Is there anybody here in the chat today, or am I just doing that thing where I get out here on the internet and rant about magical internet money?
We have Bitcoin Crypto News Education saying good morning to all.
Hey, buddy.
We have the
Rick. You can make it out here. The
He's here.
Rick. Awesome. I'm glad you're here, buddy. You know, I keep telling Samantha she needs to click on that button over there and make you a moderator for this chat. But at the same time, she's worried that you might actually start going off on some of these people.
We have Tech Lords. He says good morning.
Morning, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate everything you're doing for coming out here and supporting me on Twitter and everything.
Paul Rouleau is here. He says good morning.
Hey, buddy. I got some good coffee today. You guys want me to have Sammy make you a cup here?
Rick says it's Bitcoin and Bud for me. Bitcoin and marijuana industry should get married.
I mean, you know, like I said, I'm not down in it in any way. Power to you, my man. And I mean, yeah, if the federal government here in the United States ain't going to hop on it and help fix those problems, I mean, Bitcoin's a solution. Bitcoin's been the solution to a lot of the problems that we have here in the United States. So, all right, I don't have notes. I sat there and read through the news this morning. Once again, not really much of anything. A lot of people looking like they're grasping at straws out there trying to, you know, just print an article or something. I mean, I seen stuff about, I was seeing reasons on why the price is going down. Nobody knows why the price is really going down. That's just some Bud Puff piece out there. I think I seen an older article from yesterday or something talking about how millennials want to marry people with cryptocurrency. That just sounds silly to me. I don't know. All right. I don't invest in ICOs, right? Well, I mean, you know, I feel like I might have missed out on some opportunity gains for me and my family by possibly investing in the Ethereum ICO or maybe the EOS ICO and things like that. Well, I mean, look like Hydra Hash was the next big ICO that's kind of pretty much guaranteed to make some money. But I mean, the space has changed. I mean, 2 years ago when I got here, cryptocurrency was all about people getting in it, people not having any stipulations holding them back, them being able to get out there and make money. So even though I never invest in ICOs, I thought I'd maybe just start, you know, clicking away and seeing what it was like and what was going on. And I mean, I can't invest in it. It seems like none of us could invest in it if we wanted to. They got all this regulation on it. They want to verify who you are. You need a accredited investor. You got to make like $200,000 in the last 3 months or have $1 million, or they want copies of paperwork and driver's licenses and all. Man, that is not the crypto spirit at all. It seems like, you know, crypto has started forking in 2 different directions for me and what my beliefs are. It seems like there's this newer cryptocurrency, I guess what I'd call the 3rd, 4th, and 5th tier altcoins that are out there. They're for the banks. They're for the investors. It seems like they're for the rich getting richer. And I think part of the problem with the cryptocurrency space is that everybody's kind of lumping this all together. And it's not. I mean, we really are in 2 different places. I mean, you know, I guess, you know, let's put some of this together, even though people don't think they are, you know, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, NEM. These are the 1st generation cryptos, 2nd generation cryptos that are out there. Nobody was held back from being able to invest in these in the beginning. If you held on to them long term, you're making some money for sure. Now these new ones, it seems like unless you're a rich person to buy it at the cheap and then dump your bags when it makes it to the market for everybody else because they've, you know, been pumped and hyped in the media and all the millions that have been dumped in, you know, the banners that run across CoinMarketCap and the faucet blinkers and paying YouTubers to get out there and say certain stuff and, you know, Twitter retweets that are being paid for. You know, I got to keep coming back to Bitcoin's the one true cryptocurrency. Nobody's out there paying to make that happen, but everybody keeps downing it. You know, they keep saying that it can't do the functionalities that need to be done. And I mean, we even seen James Bond out here in my chat yesterday. Yes, I see you're out there, buddy. I don't know why you didn't give me my thumbs down. I was looking forward to it.
He's in the chat today, too.
I know. I see him over there. You know, yeah, it's been 10 years, you know. Am I really going to get upset that it's not happening as fast as you know, I want it to? No, that's a Roger Ver thought right there. Oh, it's not happening as quick as I'd like it to. Let me go out and fork it and make another coin. That's not what I'm going to do. That's not the thoughts I'm going to have. I'm going to see, I mean, great example. Samantha's car is broken, right? Well, I mean, am I going to just say, oh, well, this is no good. Go to the bank, get a loan, buy her another car? No, that's not the right answer. The right answer is for me to get my wrenches and get my hands in there, do the work, get the job done, see if it can't be fixed. Well, that's what we got to do with Bitcoin. I mean, and we are, and we have been. We looked at the 1-year anniversary yesterday of the user-activated soft fork, and you know, a lot of people like to talk about all the other stuff. Oh, it's the 1 year for Ethereum. It's the 1 year for Bitcoin Cash. It's the 1 year for this coin and this coin and this coin. The user-activated soft fork, I think, was, you know, us strong-arming the fact that we want Bitcoin to get better. I mean, if you weren't here at the time, I mean, it was all the rage. It was all the news. It was everything that was happening, and it was great. You know, SegWit is here to help us because it's going to allow us to develop all this altcoin stuff that everybody's so in love with. I mean, we can make a centralized second tier on top of Bitcoin if that's what we need to do. I just, you know, Bitcoin does have problems. I'm not going to get out here and lie to everybody and say that Bitcoin doesn't have problems. It is developing. I mean, that's why we're investing it now. That's why we're early adopters. If Bitcoin was 100% and doing everything that it needed to do, the price would be way higher. You'd get a lot less for your US dollars, right? We're here to jump on board before it's completely built. We're out there, we're buying the car that's still the frame. The motor's not in it. The body panels aren't there. But when it is, it's going to look like the Lambo, right? What do you think, Samantha? Do you really think that you know, everybody's always out there down in Bitcoin and talking bad and saying this altcoin and that altcoin. Do you really think that there's a problem with Bitcoin, or do you think it's that people are greedy? Because I know the greed-eyed monster green gets its hands on the best of us. Or do you think people are just, you know, they're trying to get rich? It feels like, to me, it looks like they're willing to say and do whatever it takes to make their pockets fat in the US dollar.
Yeah, no, I mean, I believe in Bitcoin, obviously. I believe that Bitcoin is different than everyone, like all the other coins, because there is no Satoshi Nakamoto. Like,
the decentralization.
It is different. No matter how, it is literally the only one that is completely different. You can't sit there and go, oh well, Vitalik. Oh well, no, there is no one.
Oh, Charlie Lee.
Yep,
oh, the 21 propagators for EOS. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you too.
And it is that I think that, yes, like, there is no way to look at like CoinMarketCap and look at these people that are pushing ICOs and look at all this stuff and not see, oh my God, there is so much money to be made, and not want to make some.
But at the same time, you know, I'm not one to close my eyes to situations. You know, education, I say, is the best way. You know, we all got bills to pay. You know, we still need that US dollar bill so we can pay the bills. You know, you know, you could be a man of principle all you want and think these things about Bitcoin, but at the same time, you know, when your bills aren't getting paid and your family's going hungry and your car's broken down, yeah, you got to make some money. You got to get out there and you got to do something. So, I mean, that's why I feel that a lot of people are out there pushing these ICOs, making these cryptocurrencies, day trading at such a risky situation, and even out there trying to figure out ways to hack or infect your computer to mine Monero for them. It's the backlash of the government. It's the backlash of the man. It's the fact that these people need dollar bills right now because they got bills. They got stuff. They got the greed-eyed monster green sitting there tweeting in their ear telling them how they need to become a millionaire because they were conditioned by society. You know, I don't want to say people like me, but, you know, I'm not trying to get $1 million. At no point.
We're not buying a Lambo.
Yeah.
Yep, neither are the turkeys.
Yeah, they must be agreeing too. So I just, you know, if you're in the cryptocurrency space, if you came in believing in Bitcoin, nothing's changed. As far as I can tell, it's just gotten better. You know, I've been here. I've seen us put down the miners with their ASIC boost. I've seen us as users put the user activated soft fork out there and force them to do what we needed to do, because us as the users, we have the real power with Bitcoin. We're the ones that are holding it. The only reason the Bitcoin network works is because it's incentivized, and it's incentivized through Bitcoin. So when we're holding the incentivizer, the Bitcoin, these people are going to do what we tell them to do, because the whole Bitcoin network works around the fact that everybody wants this Bitcoin and there's not a lot of it. And yes, I mean, the price could be suppressed, the price could be down, the price could be slightly manipulated. I mean, we do have, you know, Bitcoin popping out every 10 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 10 minutes. You know, they're getting bought up. Some miners are, you know, capable of not selling and hodling it. Some miners are out there, you know, selling it because they got to pay that electric bill, forcing the price up and down. It seems like it's all, you know, some momentary thoughts. You know, I mean, yes, we got our bills we got to pay today. You know, we got to figure out how we get through life and we take care of ourselves. You know, none of this can come with us. The US dollars, the Bitcoin, you know, the only thing we get to take with us is the love in our heart and the families we've created. We just got to figure out how we can do it while taking care of our families and still holding a sense of principle. And that's why I say things like, I'm not looking to be a millionaire. I'm not looking to sit here and, you know, support all these other altcoins. I'm not on here trying to sell you guys ICOs to get my pockets fat, you know, but I am doing what I got to do to pay my bills. You know, I am trading a little bit of altcoin here and there. And yes, I may end up dumping the bag on somebody else at some point. And, you know, that's probably not the greatest thing ever. But everybody has to take care of themselves. I'm sorry if somebody buys my bag and they lose money because of it. I mean, you know, not everybody's going to win. You know, just, you know, I can only give examples from my own life. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine and he was like, oh yeah, just stick some of that head gasket sealer in the car and then go sell it and you can get $2 grand for it and just go take that. I would never do that to somebody. I mean, there's a lot of people that would, you know, jerry-rig a car and go sell it. I know the car is fundamentally broken, and I wouldn't pass that off onto somebody else. You know, that's not the type of person I am. I believe that, you know, after it's all done and over with, the powers that be will count that against me. So, you know, you gotta, oh, you got some stuff in the chat.
Well, there's a lot of people.
So, all right.
I mean,
I know I can get off on a rant here sometimes, especially when I'm talking about my idealism and especially when I am a man of principles. I am a man of bigger thoughts. All right, Sam, I see the face.
we have that crypto daddy. He's saying that his internet is horrible where he's at on vacation. James Bond.
Hey, buddy. Thanks
this
for
one
coming
guy.
out.
What else? Tech Lords. All right, Worldly Trader.
Why are we just saying their names?
Oh, because they're all just saying good morning. And now
good
we have
morning,
Paul.
everybody.
And now we have Paul Rouleau saying he finally got his friend that he was emailing you about to get into crypto, but it was really hard. He said the process was so frustrating he nearly gave up. Seems like it's getting more difficult in the U.S. to get Bitcoin. Remember how we were trying for
wait, what was the name? Little Eugene was telling me yesterday the name of that app that these people aren't able to tell that it's an app for the phone.
Oh.
Because that was his question, is that, I don't know if you guys can hop in the chat and maybe help him out. He was looking for a way to be able to purchase Bitcoin with a debit card or credit card without having to have a smartphone and giving out your phone number for the 2FA authentication and stuff like that. I had said that I know that you can purchase Bitcoin and cryptocurrency through Changeling. I know they have a spot to put your phone number in there, but I think that you can skip it.
We have Full-Time Geek.
Oh, hey, buddy. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate all your support on Steam. As I'm always telling everybody, you guys got to get over to Steam. It's a great way to get some free cryptocurrency. You're already on the social media platforms. I mean, we keep seeing on the news how bad Facebook is, so I don't know why anyone's using it anymore. I mean, the only reason I get on it is because I got family that lives overseas, and it's kind of hard to get my grandpa to get on Steam.
We have him. Full-Time Geek is saying if people don't back blockchains that are developer-friendly, Steam, mass adoption will never happen. Tech Lords is saying Bitcoin is king. Crypto Roger is here, and he says if you love her, you will get her a 10-year loan on a new car for me. A
10-year loan.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, buddy. You must not know me at all. I don't owe a bank nothing. I'm
not a new car kind of girl. No. Let's see. Full-Time Geek says Bitcoin will never go mainstream. Ooh. James Bond says he's still showing Steam. Really? Yes. Full-Time Geek is all Steam, all day, every day.
And there is nothing wrong with that.
No, if you believe, yes.
Passionate. If you are passionate about something, stick to your guns. Don't let anybody deter you from what you're thinking, because there's probably a good reason why you're thinking it.
We have a Worldly Trader saying we will see a lot of moving and shaking in the crypto markets until the next halving in 2020. Rick is saying no, false. We have BTC haters in here. Crypto Roger says Litecoin forks in 1 year. And then Full-Time Geek is saying to James, you're not even a dev, but just a bag holder. I don't know why anyone even listens to you. Oh, be nice, guys. It's okay.
I appreciate James. I appreciate you coming out here, my man. You know, I mean, like I keep saying all the time, love and hate comes from the same place. So if you can get up out there in California at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, take the time to hop on my show, one of the smallest YouTubes out there, and give me the business, boom. I want it. I want it every morning, and I love you for it. All right, buddy. I want to see your thumbs down today, please.
Terrence is saying people are greedy. They are.
People are. I mean,
it's just fundamentally, yes.
If we could go to like Star Trek lifestyle and people are not concerned with money and people are not concerned with, you know, how they're going to eat and how they're going to pay their bills and, you know, the glass is half full, then we would all be working on developing. I mean, it wouldn't even be a currency at this point. It would be something better. But it's that once the glass is half full, you take away all of these human desires and ambitions that cause us to conflict with each other. I mean, I believe that half of what's going on out there in the world is because the government and the man and everybody else and the Illuminati or whatever are pitting us against each other. Because if we're pitted against each other, then we're not taking the time to unite and work against them. You know, we're busy squabbling down here in the trenches. Well, they're sitting back in their chair saying, yep, we're getting fat off them.
We have Venton Migdal here.
Hey, buddy.
He says, just got here. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
No, you're fine.
You're good, buddy. Hey, I recorded it if you want to go back and check it out. I'm just out here ranting about how, you know, the green-eyed monster of green, I think, is what's messing up the world. And how Bitcoin and some of these other top, you know, cryptocurrencies are going to go mainstream and they're going to solve a lot of problems. It's just that we're being manipulated. We're being thought to dump the bags and not to buy. And now all of these new cryptocurrencies that are coming out, the government's got their hands into it because none of these new cryptocurrencies could ever be as good as the ones we have if not everybody can purchase them right off the bat. Instantly, the rich people are getting them cheaper and selling them to us for more money. So what does that make them? Richer, more powerful, holding it over our heads, because then they're going to hold on to these big bags and only let us have a little bit, have a little bit, have a little bit. And that's not how it should be.
Yeah, Crypto Roger is also saying that he's sitting on 3,000 ounces of silver as well.
Nice. Don't tell anybody what you got, man. You never know. As Benjamin MGTOW likes to say, there is rent tax.
Full-Time Geek is saying Steam is free to use and provides more utility than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the Ponzi. You're feisty today, Full-Time Geek.
It's okay. I love it.
He's saying nothing but parasites on the top of the Bitcoin pyramid. And then we have Rickus Rick saying, LOL, Bitcoin is the only crypto that can't be stopped. Venton is, yep, this is a short-term noise. I'm more interested in what Bitcoin will do in the next year.
What was the thought I was trying to remember this morning? Oh, okay. Everyone keeps talking about merchant adoption and that it's a chicken and an egg situation and that, you know, which one comes first and how do we make it happen? Well, I thought about it for a moment. I know the answer. Dinosaurs were laying eggs way before chickens. So to me, that means we got to get the Lightning Network going, because once these merchants can start getting it and there's instantaneous transactions, we need a little bit more stabilization in the price, because I know merchants don't want to lose money. But I see the road work being developed in order for us to have mass adoption through Bitcoin with the Lightning Network. And this has been the long-term goal since SegWit, since the user-activated software. So for the last year, we've been looking at this stuff, trying to get this Lightning Network going, and it's growing. It's growing every single day. I like to check it out on Twitter all the time. Yes, we were over 100 Bitcoins. Yes, we are under 100 Bitcoins right now. But, I mean, there's the Eclair wallet. So, I mean, we can actually start buying stuff with our smartphone on the Lightning Network, right? We're seeing one of the greatest opportunities, and I've been telling Samantha that maybe we really need to get into this. I would start recommending this to anybody if you got the technical capabilities. But the Lightning Network and locking up some Bitcoin in the Lightning Network channels and making it really good and charging some Satoshis and this and that for using your channel is a great way to make some passive income. I mean, you can have this Bitcoin that's going to make you that's going to be worth a lot of money in the future. And if you got the, you know, the technical capabilities to lock it up in the Lightning Network and protect it and create a good channel that people are going to use, you're going to start making Bitcoin on top of your Bitcoin with it still being protected and still in your pocket. Like you've heard in the interviews, there has never been this kind of an opportunity in the entire existence of the world and money and finances. So I see the development, I see the plus, I see the growth, and this is what we were working for. So to just be able to go from, we need to get segregated witness so we can start trying to build this Lightning Network, to us being here 1 year later and us now looking at, we're getting an opportunity to be able to lock up our Bitcoin and make more Bitcoin. I see us taking a step. We don't need to run. We just got to start walking, because we're going to get there. The tortoise beat the hare.
We have Silent Lamb. We have JT Irby.
Hey, JT.
Yeah, he says, I'm coming for you, Roger. I'm going to rent you, bro. I know. Don't say anything. Full-Time Geek and James Bond are trolling each other at the moment. Yeah, Full-Time Geek says, James, can you make any dat?
I mean, I don't know. I love James too. I mean, he's out there making his YouTube videos. I just don't know what that bike thing is. We had to actually look it up. It's some sort of an electrical bike where I'm assuming it's power assisted.
Yes, it's like pedal assisting. So
I just
not as hard to pedal.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but at the same time, it might do better for your body if you just used a regular bicycle. You'd be working out a little more.
Benjamin saying that he does just fine on his mechanic wages, so he doesn't, you know, it's fine. Up, down, anywhere. He's just going with it.
It's really good to be able to get yourself in a situation where the income that you're creating surpasses your bills. Because then when you get into a situation like that, there is no stress. You're not going to get fudded out. You're not going to run into these things. It's that when you're either consumed by the green-eyed monster or green trying to make that $1 million, or you're needing to struggle because you got that rent, you got that electricity, you got that auto insurance, you got to come up with money to buy groceries. You know, if you're in there gambling with that kind of money, trying to make that kind of money, yes, it can be extremely stressful because you got so much more on your shoulders than these other people.
We have Tech Lords. He was saying earlier that in Australia you can pay your bills with crypto. And he's saying now that it costs 10 cents is what it cost me to open a channel on Lightning Network. So, I mean, it is.
Yes, I retweeted that as soon as I seen that on there. I mean, Lightning Network is the way of the future. I mean, if you ask me, my opinion, and I mean, I stick to my guns. I see that as the next development in cryptocurrency. I see this as an amazing, bright future. They can pump all the FUD they want in the news. They can drop this price right back down to $700 where it was when I got into this. And I'm not selling unless I got to pay a bill. I'm not doing anything I don't have to do. No one is going to make or force my hand in any way, because I see something that I believe in. And I believe that cryptocurrency is going to be the next form of money, because the dollar bill is freaking garbage, man. It is never. I mean, I'm a bright guy. I am completely healthy, and I have never been lazy my entire life. And it's been a freaking struggle taking care of this family. So why don't I want to get into crypto? And when it's a voluntary situation where I can step away from the dollar bill and get into crypto, and they're not out there macing me in the face or turning the hoses on me, it's simple. It's just a simple education, and it opens up your eyes to the light.
We have the Fundy AU here.
Hey, buddy. I seen your email. Fundy, how do you say it?
Fundy AU.
Fundy AU. He's talking about maybe coming on here and doing one of the Q&As or joining one of my morning sessions. Big plus there. All right, let me do some of my spules while you guys pile up some more questions out
we
there.
have everybody having like their whole little. Terrence says the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
It does.
Yeah, everybody's deep today.
Great.
JT Irby says eating an elephant begins with one bite at a time. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to start thinking on the next level. You got to start looking at the big picture. I mean, there is more than what is right in front of you. The world is a real big place. All right. And I mean, fortunately in my youth, I had the opportunity and I was able to travel overseas a few times. And I think that just getting out of America, all right, I grew up in a very small town where most people don't even leave this town in upstate New York. Being able to move and live all over the United States where I have lived opened up my eyes. Being able to go overseas for long periods of time in my youth and see how life was in Hong Kong and Mexico and Canada and everywhere else and London. You can see different things. You can open up your mind and see that not everybody has to live how you're told by your parents and how the TV dictates things to you. I mean, it's just so complicated and so simple all at the same time. All right, you guys, I'm trying to get out to EDC. It's called the Electric Daisy Carnival. It's in Orlando. They do it at Tinker Field. There's going to be thousands of people there having a good time, indulging in electronical music and their own delights. I want to get out there. I'm taking a page out of the World Crypto Network book. I've got a tally down there below. I have it in US dollars because it's set to what it is for our tickets and some gas and to make and print these flyers. I want to get out there and I want to talk about Bitcoin to these people. I think it would be a great opportunity for me to be able to get out there and educate people. Plus, it should look amazing on camera. I'm going to have Sam run around with the camera and record as much of it as possible. I'll even see if I can't edit it together and put some music with it and all that good stuff. But a lot of them are going to be millennials. A lot of them are going to be having a good time and, you know, not be stressing. And I think they'll be very receptive. You know, I think World Crypto's network ideal of Thomas's ideal of getting out there on the strip and walking around. I mean, that's good, but I see the downsides to it. I've been to Vegas. I've been on Fremont Street where he's doing this. There's a lot of people out there passing you out flyers. There's a lot of panhandlers. There's a lot of people, you know, the robot statue people, you know, trying to get the money. You know, when I walked around Fremont Street, the first time, I came from a small town and all of that. I grew up there till I was about 18 years old. You know, being around that many people, I kind of had my hand in my pocket, making sure no one stole my money. You know, I am a little bit of a miser, but you know, when you get around that many people in an unfamiliar location, you lock up, you get tight, there's a difference between walking around Fremont Street and trying to explore stuff on your vacation and figuring out your budget to I'm at a 2-day music event, so I think that this is going to be a great opportunity. I received another nice donation to it yesterday, so please go ahead. I mean, I got like, I think yesterday was 100 days until EDC actually happens. I ran the tally for as long as I could, which is like 90-something days, because the calendar cuts off and you can't do it anymore. But that's great. It's like a week before. So please, if you can donate even just a couple dollars or something to help get this going or whatever. We will not be giving out crypto, though. I do not believe that that is a great idea unless these people are educated in crypto. A lot of times they'll delete the app, especially if it's under $1. They'll forget their private keys. And I'm not going to contribute in any way to the loss of Bitcoin into the ether, which never comes back.
JTRB says Eugene is on fire today. Yeah.
I'm feeling it today. I'm passionate. I got it going on.
Silent Lamb says, oh, BTC is never going anywhere. Believe that.
People like to say things, oh, it's been here 10 years. I'm going to go with exactly. It's been here 10 years.
It's going to be here a lot longer. Vention, if it goes back down to 700, I'll continue my usual routine, buying some BTC every payday. I'd be back to buying more than 1 BTC a month, and that would be a nice bonus. Yeah, you don't waver, Vention.
Nope, he is definitely a man of his word and a man of his principles.
Well, James Bond is saying, let's set Eugene on fire. He'll never be cold again. All right, and then we have Full-Time Geek saying that oh, he's asking where you're at, if you're near Rochester, New York. No, we're in Florida, northern Florida.
I am from up there near that area. I actually was raised in the small town of Oswego.
In Oswego County.
In Oswego County, right on Lake Ontario. It's about, I think it was 2 hours from Rochester, 3 hours from Buffalo. When I was in high school, we used to skip school and take a senior with us up to Canada because the drinking age is up there is 18. Man, there is nothing better than getting drunk and going through the Ripley's Believe It or Not and riding the Maid of the Mist. And I've had 100 good times up there.
Yeah, I wasn't with him then. I was in whole other states. Oh, Richard Pickett says, my mom always said to walk behind the fold wagon. Something's bound to fall off. Knowledge. Oh, Papa Anai Shelley's here. He says, the world is a big place. Thank you. Things are different from the U.S. Yes. It really is.
I feel some like, yes, I say things like my life has been a struggle at times, but at the same time, I feel like I have been very blessed in a lot of fortunate ways. You know, I grew up poor, which made me not, I never saw myself as needing all that money. Where if you look at some of these kids that are raised, you know, nowadays that their families are well off, they wouldn't know what to do without having money. I could walk out into the street or any city and I could survive on absolutely nothing without begging. I was very fortunate that I found Samantha early on in my life, and that, I mean, what are we at now, Samantha? 19 years?
Yeah.
I mean, she's my ride or die. I at no point ever have I ever doubted if Samantha was ever going to be part of my life. You know, I was fortunate enough that I got into cryptocurrency at the price I did, and was smart enough to be able to sell a little bit all the way up to be able to get myself where I am now, or else I probably would never own a house or a home or anything like that in my life. And not that this is the most amazingest palace in the world, but I got some land. I got a place here with a nice dry roof over my head and enough space that I can store all my stuff and not feel like I'm sitting in a little shack all boxed up. You know, I don't know. You know, I was fortunate enough where, you know, when things were rough, I got out there and I fixed the car. And if I didn't know how, I went and educated myself via YouTube and the internet and getting hand manuals. You know, I took the hard road, but the hard road made me hard so that I'm prepared for the things that are out here and coming at me. So at this point in time, I'm so hard that it's like, come at me, bro. There ain't nothing you're going to do to mess up my life and what I got going on. You know, I know, I mean, literally at this exact moment, the United States could fall apart. The power grid could go off. You know, my Bitcoin could go to crap. I could survive out here. I mean, we must have 1,000 pounds of dried good food here that's worth 50 years. I keep enough birds that if I actually broke down and ate a bird, I know it's hard to say, I could provide enough food for my family to survive. My well right over there runs off electricity that I could get from a solar panel, you know, a generator. I got enough woods out here that I could produce fire to keep me warm in the winter. I don't need society. I am capable of taking care of myself. And no, I'm not some crazy prepper. I just know that bad things can happen, and I want to be ready for them because I've seen bad things happen in my life to a lot of people.
We have Paul Lewis saying, I will make a larger donation when I get paid next week. Oh, that would be awesome.
I appreciate it. I really do. I feel weird. I'm not like begging. I don't want to beg. I guess what I'm asking is for you guys to help me to help cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? It's like I have some crypto, but I mean, I don't waste money. You know, I don't go out to eat. I don't drive extravagant cars. We don't go to the movie theater. I mean, I need a haircut. That's why I've been wearing the hat. Sam cuts my hair and she's been busy at work.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to go drive off and pay $30 or something to have some lady cut my hair. Samantha does a great job. You guys like my hair.
We have another hater. It's Ed Bitcoin BCH channel. And yeah, he's saying, I can't understand how blind and ignorant so many people can be. Good luck with your alleged store of value, because he's a Bitcoin Cash man, obviously. BCH.
And thank you for getting out here and making your part, because, you know, maybe somebody else does see it your way. You know, I feel the way I feel, and I'm going to believe in what I believe in, and everybody has the right to get out here and believe in what they're going to believe in. I mean, I see this whole cryptocurrency debate just like the religious debate, and I hate talking religion. You know, if you want to be Jewish or Hindu or believe in, you know, Jesus Christ or whatever, you go right ahead. And I'm not going to be mad at you for believing in what you want to believe.
Doesn't make you a bad person.
It does not at all. So if you want to go out there and you want to believe in EOS or Tezos or Tron or whatever cryptocurrency, you go for it. And maybe you're right.
More power to you.
Maybe I am wrong, you know? Maybe if I am wrong and you're right, maybe you'll help me out when I am struggling later on.
The Rickus Rick says you guys need to turn on Super Chat. Yeah.
I don't have Super.
I don't know. I'm the one running this, so obviously I don't know.
I don't know. I have some donational addresses down there below, and it is amazing all of the donations that you guys have done to help me out. You guys bought this wonderful laptop that I use exclusively for Bitcoin and coffee and holding a little bit of crypto. Sasha, my good friend from Germany that I haven't heard from in a while. I hope everything is going well with him. If you're watching, buddy, please shoot me an email.
Yeah, you and your wife. Yeah.
He got me this wonderful mic that you guys are hearing, both of us, because I'm actually like 3.5 foot away from this mic.
I'm even farther away. I'm just louder, apparently.
Yeah, we got to put this mic real far away because it really picks up the sounds. As you're hearing these birds, this bird is probably 75 feet across our yard.
Yeah, it's not close. Oh, we have Worldly Trader saying, remember, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. It does. And Rickus is saying, Eugene, the anti-MGTOW, when you were talking about how long we've been together. It's okay, because Vengeance says, that's impressive. I don't trust women as far as I can throw them.
We had that, remember our good friend Mike? He had a girlfriend. They had been together for 3 years. They had a kid together. And unfortunately, he used to make his money. He used to go and pick up marijuana about a couple 100 miles away, and he would drive it back and give it to somebody. Well, him and his girlfriend got into a fight, and she decided that she would call the police on him and have him arrested. And he went to prison, and because of the quantity of marijuana in his vehicle, they gave him 6 years because this also wasn't his first charge, because she didn't want to have to deal with it. And it's just, you know, some people are not. That's why I say I am fortunate in some ways that other people are not. I was very lucky to find Samantha, and a lot of people, they don't find, you know, the yin to their yang. They don't find their other half. And I can trust you. Me and Samantha are not the same person. We are complete opposites. It's just that we know that to get through life, we're going to do it better together. So...
yeah, I have a crappy family, so it's like, what's the point of, you know, trying to deal with that?
Everybody finds different things. Everybody has different things to help them get through it. You just got to grab a hold of what you can grab a hold of in your life and, you know, hold strong. How long have we been out here? I should wrap this
up. We're at 10:27. We came on at 9:45.
All right, you guys. I love all of you guys for coming out here. I really appreciate you coming out here and joining me for a cup of coffee. Sorry that I'm being a little ranty and so passionate this morning. I'm on fire today. I feel it. I got the cryptocurrency spirit. All right, you guys. I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes down there below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency market. My list is actually so big I probably couldn't add any more unless I start deleting some of those Amazon affiliation codes. But you got to come over to Steam It. You got to sign up. You got to collect that free cryptocurrency. It's one of the best things you can do. You got to get off all that other social media. If you're into taking pictures, I think I got my son going on that lit app yesterday. He's going to start collecting that mithril. That would be a big plus. I think the fact that I'm so much into cryptocurrency, he's trying to defy me by being anti-cryptocurrency. That's not going to help him any. If you comment down below in my Steam It, I'll give you a full upvote. I know it's not much. It's just a couple cents. But hey, that's why they got faucets.
Oh, Silent Lamb said he just sent some BTC to our donation.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Aw. Yeah, to the tally coin. Yay. We'll get to see the thing move. Yes.
She's really excited to go to EDC. You know, all of us have a little bit of child in us, and she likes to be able to dress up. Because
occasionally I have a little bit more than others, yes.
Of course, EDC is all about, you know, having fun and a good time, and we all get to express ourselves in different ways. So a lot of people like to dress up and wear crazy makeup. And she has these wonderful wings that apparently cost me a fortune.
It was when he worked at the adult store. It was one of their costume things, but it's awesome. It is awesome.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out here. I really appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. And don't forget, we're going to have a live Q&A this weekend when Samantha gets out here and reads the chat. So if you got questions, if you got friends trying to get into cryptocurrency and all that good stuff, get out there, get in the chat. Let me know what you got this weekend. If you want to get on air here with me, I'd love to have you. Shoot me an email. We'll arrange it. You want to show your face? Cool. If you don't, that's even cooler. I mean, no big deal. We'll make it all work, whatever it takes to get you out here. And don't think to yourself, oh, I'm a nobody. I just started. We want to see everybody. We want to talk to everybody. I'm not necessarily looking to get, you know, the Bitcoin gurus and this and that. We need to know everybody's perspective, from the homeless person to the single mom to the guy trying to figure the bills to the MGTOW. All right, you guys. I appreciate all of it. I can't thank you enough for this community's growth and everything that's happening for us. But you know what you got to do? You got to go home and keep your BTC safe.
Love you guys. Bye.